man, this song is a lot different than the version that I like. It's still okay, I guess. Right, let's load the game up. But hello, we're here for more Wise. Noise. It's still a good song, but the game edit is not as good. Not as good. Which, considering that would be the main place you'd hear it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Right, let's load the game up. Save and launch. What's the music? And we're good. I don't have to worry about faffing about with the screen not coming up half the time because we don't need to alt tab. Lovely. Right, so we can carry on with Wise. We were playing this yesterday. We obviously done quite a long stream of it. Yeah, so far we've just done a boss in the tower. So I'm assuming it said we were midway. So I'm assuming we got like half a temple to go. Mr. Gore! How you doing, sir? But yeah, how you doing? Uh-oh. I guess we done half a boss fight? Alright, still working away. Are you? That's no fun. Oh, I love this music so much. I'm going to turn it down a little bit there. Cool. How you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm not too bad, Work was pretty quick. I'm happy that I booked off, you know, that upcoming week. So that's good. I'm looking forward to having that time off. Because obviously I'm off at the end of June, and I was like, do I really need to take a week off in May? But as soon as I went to work today, I was like, oh my god, I need the time. Work's just been a lot recently, and I need a break. A proper break, not a small break, so, yeah. I'm looking forward to this week off now. I'm not really going to do anything either. I think I'm just going to do early streams, and I think that's probably about it, really. I did mention to Stace about meeting up one evening to do something, so... Oh. We'll see. So at least you react when you need a break. Yeah. I mean, I nearly didn't do it, but I was just sort of like, I really need a break. Welcome in, Neff. So yeah, I don't know. I've still got 20 days to take until the end of March. So, I'll be alright. I just got here. Are you okay? I think I'm okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're just talking about the fact that I booked off, like, not next week, but the week after at work. Because I need a break from work. 20 days? Yeah, so I've got 10 days used. Because I carried over 5 days. No, 4 days. I carried over 4 holiday days, and I get 26. So, yeah. No, I missed it again! Right. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I meant from work. But damn it, I need to make sure that I get the right one to fall on if I want that chest. Maybe it's the first one. Yeah, how you been today? Ooh. I have 15.5 left for the rest of the year. But how much do you have already booked? It feels weird this year, because normally I have, like, a bunch planned. Oh. Oh! I got it! $17. In the realm of Wise Panda. Yeah. Oh, no, shit! The small one died. Fuck. Yeah. 17. Damn. But yeah. So I don't know. The only holiday I actually had planned this year is to see Rubes next month. So, other than that, I'm not really doing anything. I mean, I've got that Saturday. I've got the Saturday when I go up to London to see Pinky and a bunch of other people. Other than that, I have nothing. Right, okay. We need to... There we go. Did it. Oh, you prick. Who are you weak against? Not him, that's for sure. Not really any of them. Everyone's leveling up like crazy now. There we go. Booked 6 days off for this month. Belgium Plus Festival. Yeah. I remember you saying. It's pretty bizarre, not gonna lie, but in a good way. I don't know what to make of that. How does bizarre but in a good way work? There we go. Right. If I just stand here, will they regen health? I can't remember. No, I need the cape on. I need the cape on. Right, stand there and get health back. Coming out of a mental dip, so it's like everything seems more positive, have more energy, just good stuff, but it feels weird when it comes on. Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense. Oh.
Come on, let's get
One
going.
version of the UK one. I'm on my way to Courtridge on Thursday, but I'll be out. Drinking beer and things. You're going to Eurovision? It's different. Oh. Isn't it being done in Liverpool? Leeds? It's in the UK, but I can't remember what city they decided was going to do it. Watch it with some friends in Belgium, but also a mini break. Oh, I thought you meant you're going to it. I was going to say, I know it's in the UK, but I'm surprised that you were going to be going.
It's my turn. 1, 2.
That's fine. We can take these.
Let's go.
Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. I was just going to walk around to get out of their way, but let's go. Ugh. A better mace. Oh. Oh. I hope you have a lot of fun though, Mr. Ball. I kind of want to do more stuff. I feel like it'd probably be... I got like... I'd have to get loads done though before the end of the year, because like my train card runs out in February, so stuff's gonna start getting real expensive. Because for some reason, lo and behold, there's a train card for people over 30. So you'll be driving the car with some seat plans equal driving if you score. I don't think Mr. Gore has a license. I don't actually know now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm glad you're good, by the way, Neff. And you're out of the funk. The funk. Oh, shit. They killed me! Bruh, this boss is actually wrecking. I wish you could use more than one at a time. My fucking god. It's gonna do it again, I think. Oh no! Oh no! No, we're good. We're good. Oh no! Phase 2! We've not seen this coming. Alright, now we did it. That thing was wrecking. Oh, we're at the top now? Oh, yeah, we're at the top. Woo! We finally made it. Sure took us forever to get up here. Lord Adele! Where are you? And why is this room such a mess again? Sheesh. Honestly, Lisa, it's kind enough to tidy up, but we take our eyes off him for a few minutes, and it's back to how it was. Sure, there's a lot of books. So this is the room Adol was invited into? There do seem to be a whole lot of things in here that I've never seen before. So all of this knowledge that Adele tends to give to others? I wonder what he planned to impart upon Adele. We can ask him when we find him. Come on, he's got to be around here somewhere, right? Lord Adele! So he is the one they call God. I thought you might come, Calica. And it's nice to see you again. Indeed, it's a pleasure to see you again as well, adult Kristen. I am truly relieved to see that you've made it back here safely. Don't know about safely, we just had to fucking fight the whole tower. Lord Adele, how are you feeling? Lisa told us that you were unwell. I see, so that is how she explained it then. Today, at the very least, I am feeling wonderful. So wonderful that I thought I would come outside for a while and enjoy the breeze. Does that mean you really were feeling sick? Do you believe Lisa to be keeping secrets from you, Calica? I know how perspective you can be, and how much of a genuine concern you hold for the well-being of those around you. Yeah, I thought she might be hiding something. Lisa's claim is roughly half true, and half, understandably, false. My body is different to that of yours. I don't take ill in quite the same manner as you. So, are you okay, or aren't you? The process of my body is undergoing right now is more unique than mere sickness. And it is for that reason that I summoned a doll here. Me? Lord Adele? Yeah! Oh, Nan did say it was supposed to be thundering and lightning today when I got back. And I just heard it. I hadn't expected this to occur again so soon. Please, Adele, Calica, you must stay back. What? What's happening? His hair and wings are changing colour. Oh! He has that condition where you have two personalities. Lord Eldel.
Kristen.
It's a dark version.
Sparing me the trouble of hunting you down myself.
His tone is different, as though he has become a completely different person. No. Now I will have you return what is rightfully mine. The Mask of the Sun. Give it back. The Mask of the Sun? You humans are unworthy to bear such a powerful artifact. Only I am suited to possess such strength. Oh, this is not good. Stop this. You never know when to give up. Oh, he has a dark side. Lord Eldel, everything has returned to its original hue. What just happened? Na-na-na. It is as if there are two people, or two divinities, inhabiting the same body. That's got to be what Lisa saw that had her so flustered. I don't blame her for wanting to keep her quiet about it. Could he have always been like this, or perhaps this affliction has only begun occurring recently? My money's on a mixture of the two. It's something that hadn't happened for a long time, but just started flaring up again. Here they come. How's he doing? He's sleeping now. He does look a little better, but... Adele, I think this might be too much for us to handle right now. I'm worried about Odell, but we need to go back to town and talk to the mayor or something, figure out what to... Hey! What is it? I smell something strange. It's Obby. Hey, Obby.
Someone flip that.
It's not me, I swear.
No, it wasn't that funny.
No, I
just
smell it
kidding.
too. It seems to be riding on the wind from quite a distance away. Quite a distance, as in Highland? Is that smoke? Oh no. No way! That's cannon fire! What does cannon mean? Wait, are you talking about the weapons used by your military? Who could bring something like that all the way here? No, it couldn't be. Grandfather, Lisa! Adele, Calica, and I reactivated the elevator to the bottom floor while we were looking after Adele. We can't use that to get out of here now. Come on. What does canon mean? Well, yeah, this is a world where she lived in a bloody tree. She doesn't know what even a shoe is. No, I mean, she does know what a shoe is. But, like, there's a lot she don't know. Lord Eldel, we'll be back with Lisa soon. This is so much more convenient than those damn stairs. Wish we could have used this on the way up too. Wonder what made it stop working. I still have no idea. I can't imagine Lord Eldel would shut it himself. Kana, can you sense it too? Yeah, we're not alone in here. Oh, don't say that. We really don't have time to be hanging around here anymore. I dislike leaving under the circumstances, but I agree. We must hurry back to Highland. It's right. We fixed the elevator, so anyone can come in here now and kill him. Right, I've got to go feed the cat. So I'll be with you in a moment. What are you doing a shout out when I'm not even here? Not a shout out, jump scare. I wasn't even here. Oh, my phone needs to update. Is it my phone? I don't know. I want to scare everyone in chat. I do that when I come back. Alright. There you go.
In wieners, that kind of thing. Ooh, you've got coin.
Ribs, I've got crabs.
Oh shit, oh shit, hello.
I'm bringing crabs. Right. Bullshit. Dropped everything. Oh. Oh, fuck's sake. There you go. Right. Nana. And then child. Yeah. And then dad. Alright. I've got everything. Cool. I'm just checking. Just checking. Right. Let's carry on then. Thanks. No worries. No worries. I live to entertain. What's the next game? It's Anthem on PlayStation. Because I can't play it on anything else. But yeah, the next game will be Anthem. Well, unless Respin. But yeah. Respin will be off tomorrow. So I don't know how much game is left of this. So I need to get the next game ready. Right, and how excited are you for Anthem? I mean, here and there, I mean. I tried playing it on the PC before, didn't I? But it didn't work. So it'd be nice to finally play it. It's not a long one. I think it's only like 15 hours. Story-wise. Especially if I've got like a week off coming up soon as well. I'll probably be able to smash through it. This is awful. Calica. Fortunately, it appears none of the residents were harmed. Every blast looks to have been directed at the roads. So they were just warning shots. Come on, Adol. Let's get to Calica. Be careful though. The attackers might still be around. Here and there, that's not exactly beating dealers down to play. Well, I mean, you know, all of the games on my list, or on the wheel, are ones that, well, most of them. There's a couple that I will have to try and see if I like them. But, yeah. Oh no, you're looking at the wrong list. List is all of them. I think is it RPG? It's the one tied with the RPG command thing. Anthem becomes Panda's favorite game. I enjoyed when I first played Anthem. There you go, that one. That's the spin wheel one. Yeah. No, I enjoyed Anthem when I done my first stream of it, and I actually was looking forward to playing the next stream of it, but it just wouldn't load up on my PC again after the first time, and I still don't, to this day, I don't know why it wouldn't let me play it. It let me do it the first stream. Come on, adult, let's get to Calica's house. Be careful though, the attackers might still be around. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely games on the list that are higher up in the excitement for me to play. But, you know, I'm happy with playing any of the games on there, so... That's the benefit of the wheel. It means I don't have to decide myself. Masks, no! Come on, Strangers of Paradise. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Do you want me to spin the wheel now? Are these the same Masked Invaders as the ones you spoke of, Kana? I don't know. The masks look different, but... Pretty sure that's Roman army regalia they're wearing. So that really was a Roman cannon fire then. But why? Why are you doing this? Oh yeah, they're not going to talk because you have to destroy the mask. Don't have to. I'm settled. I can wait. I'll do it in a minute. My response here, Eva, just like in Komodo. This isn't looking good. Alright, come a minute. these people tend to beat him. Oh shit, I can't save. It's fine. We should be fine. Right. Prime. If he bans me, you're gonna have to put up with my dear friend and thing every time I try to convince him to do something too. Nah. At this point, you're part of the furniture. I feel weird if I didn't have you around. You're like a safety blanket. It calms me when you're around. If that makes sense. Right. What should be Star Ocean or something? Star Ocean would still be on the PlayStation. Because that's the thing. I haven't touched my PlayStation since November, so yeah. What about that? You trying to make me cry? No, I should be honest. How dare you? You sound like a serial killer. Good. If I was a serial killer, I wouldn't touch you. You think that's a compliment, but that's really a disrespect. Although, actually, I need to send you some pictures later, Robbie. I started reading this manga called Pigmalon. Pigmalon, I think it's how it's pronounced. And it's basically it's a horror manga, and in Japan on this specific day there's a national mascot day. But all of the mascots have turned into monsters and start eating and killing people. And there was a bird one playing keepy up with someone's head. And I was like, I need to send this to Olby. Right. Chrome. Right, okay. I need a number between 1 and 20. I was going to say 13, okay. I was going to say, don't worry, I'll be able to make you a lampshade, but to be honest, I don't know if that's as confident as I would be to be. Yeah. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. What the fuck's that? Is that on my list? What the fuck is Final Fantasy Adventure? On Switch? What? Wait a minute. Oh, wait, how do I have this on Switch? Oh, collection of mana. That would explain it. That would explain it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, for a minute, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't have that. I thought I maybe mixed up 2 games at once. Right, okay. Right, remove. Alright, copy. Remove. That's fine then. That's just my Switch. I play that every day. That's all up to date. Cool. Alright. Sort, and then I need to put Anthem back on the list. Anthem. There we go. Save. I panicked at first because I thought it said Final Fantasy X 2 and I was gonna have a heart attack. So I'm glad it wasn't. Right, where's my sticky notes? I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll give it a shot. I think I just added it because it was Final Fantasy, but yeah, we'll give it a go, see what happens. 10-2 will happen. Well, yeah, I mean, everything on my list is something I'm going to play. Whether it's this year or next, I don't know, but... Depends. If it was 10-2, I would have been dancing on the roof, but one day it will come. Alright. Game. Alright, it's going to take me a couple of times to get the game to back up on my screen, so give me a minute. Right, there we go, cool. Yeah, no, I mean, everything on the RPG list, if I don't get round to playing it before the end of the year, I'll be putting it on my normal list. But, yeah. Everything shall be attempted to played or played. So, yeah. Their strength, their reaction speeds is exactly the same as Komodo. It's like they aren't even human. If they are soldiers from your Roman army, that would imply they are well trained even without the power of the masks. I'm uncertain how long we can stand our ground against a foe this powerful. Wait, more? I believe we may be out of options. Stand down. Oh my god, it's this prick! Neff called it, he was evil. Isn't that... We met in Kaznan, right? Yeah, he said his name's Gruder, and he's in charge of the Roman army. Adol Kristen. Fancy meeting you here. Allow me to extend my deepest gratitude for guiding us to the Highland. Why would you do this? I am, after all, under no obligation to discuss my actions with you. You mobilize quickly, considering we are... Oh, shit. Are you after Lord Adele's tower? Ah! Haha. The knowledge of the sanctuary is great indeed, but represents only the tiniest footnote in our grand scheme. Purple eyes too, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Poke. Deeper? No, you can't mean! Behold, the ancient tower falls silent. The rain which had fallen hundreds of years cease at last, and night gives way to dawn. I remember it's got to make some beans on toast, so listen. Beans on toast? Let's go. The sky. I think I was just having smoked cheese and rolls again. But I found this really nice honey and mustard dressing. No! No! You. What did you do to Lord Eldell's tower? Can't you tell just by looking? We disabled it, of course. No more pesky barrier. No more annoying thunderstorms. Full access to all, now and forevermore. You! What are you doing here? You both have done excellent work, Bammy. Your experiments with the masks have proven most enlightening. And Gaddis, your investigations of the primeval lands have yielded invaluable data. It's an honor to be of service. About time I got some recognition. I have confirmed that the object we seek is not here. As such, please commence preparations for the next phase of the plan immediately. Gotcha. What should we do with the girl? Leave her be for now. She may yet prove useful. I see. Understood. Wait! Experiments! So that means the masks here are... I'm sorry, little girl. I'm afraid I haven't the time to be playing with you right now. Take care of them. Ha! Really now? What do you think you're doing here? Wait! Get out of the way. Oh, it's her brother. You're too late. You should just give up now and save yourself a lot of effort. Dear sister. No, it can't be.
No.
Remnos, what are you? It's lovely to see you again, Adol. You're wanted back in Komodo. And I'm afraid I will continue to be, as I have no intention of returning home. I have my duties now as Commander Remnos of the Master Division, and to my superior, Lord Gruder. I keep wanting to say Gouda. It's like he's a cheese. Lord of Cheese! What are you saying? Oh, I get it. You're still under that woman's control, aren't you? I'm afraid not. It is true that Barmy had placed me under her power back in Komodo, but now I've chosen to become a member of the Master Division by my own free will. What? Did you come all this way looking for me? To rescue me from myself, perhaps? If so, I suggest you go back home now. Maybe Adol can talk some sense into you. I heard the truth about you, Remnos, from father and that woman alike. They told me that you are actually really strong, but hid it from me because you were afraid I'd be hurt. Because that's kind of thoughtful, selfless person you are. The truth? There seems to be a great misunderstanding here. I just didn't care about hunting or fighting enough to give it all my all. Nothing more. No! This forest holds a secret beyond imagination. The secret I want to know. I want to know what happened here in ancient times. Lord Gruder modelled these after the Mask of the Sun. That appears in ancient legends, you know. What Barmy was doing in Komodo was testing out some of the prototypes, but my lord's true objective here is much greater and more noble than you can possibly imagine. I must see it fulfilled and bear witness to the results of this glorious vision. It is a much more worthwhile pursuit than wasting my life away in a backwards village like Komodo. Okay, I think I understand. But that's all the more reason I'm going to have to drag you back home kicking and screaming. What? I don't want to believe it, but maybe you are telling the truth. Maybe life in Komodo has been unfulfilling for you, it sucks. But I can't sit by and watch you hurt people like this, and I can't bear to see you rely on some mask to get your way. When the younger brother starts walking a dangerous path like this, it's his older sister's job to put him right again. So like it or not, you're coming home with me, Remnos. Oh dear, this conversation isn't going anywhere. Pardon me. I'm surprised you can be so confident in the face of such an overwhelming power. This is where we part ways. Keep them occupied while I take my leave. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble,
You know, Lord of Cheese equals Lord of Death. The Lord of Gouda. Welcome in, Rooms. How you doing? How did the thing go? Yeah, they should be heading your way now. Just pass that on. What? I know. You don't have to keep telling me. Yeah, alright then. Good luck. Is Durin a backstabber? Listen, I can't delay this any longer. Boo, boo. The residents are still in a state of confusion. Considering this town has known nothing about peace for hundreds of years, it's hardly surprising. Far too much has happened in too short of a space of time. We need to consider what to do next, Adol. The Rumans sure didn't hang around long. Well, I am knackered. I only got 3.5 hours sleep. So is the deed done? The deed is done. All legal. Are you allowed to say, or do we have to keep it harsh? Because I don't think anyone actually knows. I think they're really heading further into the forest. What do you think Gruder is searching for? The Mask of the Sun? I agree, that does seem most likely possibility. Yeah, when Adol started changing, he... Well, you can't do my identity pass. Rubes is now Mrs. Beardy! Huzzah! There you go, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, when Adol started changing, he was demanding that Adol give it back to him. Do you remember the piece of paper that was found in your grave, Adol? Mrs. Beardy? Yeah, you're Mrs. Beardy now! I know you got your wedding next month, but, like, technically the legal bit, which is the binding bit, is done. So now you're Mrs. Beardy. It said, received the mask from... Correct. Before losing his memories, Adol must have received the Mask of the Sun from Eldel. Then when Eldel changed personalities during our conversation with him, he told Adol to return what she had been given. That is the most plausible course of events. Meanwhile, Gruder was using Gaddis and Bambi to study the Mask of the Sun and even make copies of it. And now they've come to the primeval lands to get the real one. I see. Not allowed to be dead on your wedding day. No, I'm so happy. I'm proud of you, Rubes. I'm glad today went well. And it's all done. Now on to next month. Banana. However, we still don't know exactly what the Mask of the Sun even is. Do you have any information you could share with us, Mayor? The Kingdom of Celceta. Kingdom of Celceta? It's in ancient times a kingdom by that name existed in this region. Supposedly, Lord Eldel assisted in its rulings many hundred years ago. It is also said that the kingdom flourished thanks to the power granted by the Mask of the Sun. However, something happened that caused the once prosperous kingdom to be destroyed. Precious few traces remain now. What happened? I'm afraid I cannot say. Supposedly, the people of Highland are descendants of the kingdom of Celceta, but no records exist which describe exactly how the kingdom fell. Lord Eldel has never spoken of it either. I see. It seems our best option would be to meet him again and ask him to tell us all he knows. However... Sleepy morphs are dead. Half dead? 2.5 dead men. We're back! Excellent timing. How did it go? Lord Eldel has vanished. We searched the area all around the tower, but there was no trace of him anywhere. Ordinarily, he would only leave his room to visit the town, and even that occurs was marked rarity. And unfortunately, the bad news doesn't stop there. I'm afraid we can't find Lisa anywhere either. Could Gruder have abducted her? Lisa may seem dainty, but she's actually pretty quick-witted. I don't think she would allow herself to be captured so easily. Still, I'm worried about both her and Adele. We need to do something. Who is it now? We're busy, you know. Could it be Lisa? It's the mustachioed man! Is this the mayor's house? I'm the great Commander Leo of the Roman Imperial Celcetian army. Damn that Gruder. How could he leave a fine warrior like me behind? Well, they've been treating us like we're nothing but trouble since the beginning. I wanted one of those masks too. Silence! The soldiers of this glorious Celcetian army have no need for such suspicious masks. Seems like the Romans are a little out of sorts right now too. Has Gruder been here yet? I can't find him anywhere. He went ahead already. What? He went on ahead? That was not in the orders we received from the Office of the Governor General. Our orders were to claim the mayor's home and use it as a base, from which we would enact martial law upon the town. Those orders are void. It's Griselda! Governor General, what brings you into a place like this? Men, fall in! I know, don't just stand there, you're in the presence of a Governor General. At ease, Leo. Unbelievable, the Governor General herself coming all the way here. First and foremost, allow me to extend my most heartfelt apologies for the actions of my fellow soldiers. I realise no apology could possibly be sufficient, given the circumstance, but I do beg your forgiveness nonetheless. What's going on here? I've heard rumours of you, Griselda. Normally, no one would expect to find a woman of noble standing like yourself in such a place as this. You are well informed, I see. However, I have difficulty understanding your actions. First you shell our town, and then you come to apologise? You are correct that Gruder is an officer sent by Rome and part of the Roman Empire. However, his orders were to investigate the primeval lands and report back to us with his findings, nothing more. His actions here were in no way sanctioned by the Rome. What? A soldier not obeying orders? How disgraceful. Commander Leo, you will continue following the movements of Gruder and his men, and report back to me. Pursue the matters deep into the Great Forest as necessary. Yes, ma'am. Now, Mayor Aaron, I realise this may startle the people of Highland, and for that I apologise, but I would like to station my soldiers here. What? We cannot give the existence of have the Highlands. We cannot have the existence of Highland becoming common knowledge outside the Great Forest. As such, I would like soldiers of my army to stand guard between here and the river to prevent any further intruders. I give you my word that they will cause no harm to the people of Highland under any circumstance. So that's the situation, is it? Grandfather. Very well. You have my blessing in this. Do as you wish. I am grateful for your understanding. As for you, adult Kristen, you are free to continue your journey. Is this some kind of trap? Thank you for the biz rooms! Haha, there is no need to be on guard. I feel that you're a vital piece of the puzzle that is currently unfolding in this region. And even with a single piece missing, the puzzle cannot be completed. So, that's about the gist of it. What should we do now, Adol? Search for Eldel. Yeah, getting our memories back is top priority, so going after Eldel makes sense. Whatever you decide to do, I suggest you cross the sanctuary and journey deep into the forest. What lies beyond the sanctuary? A place called the Ashen Forest. Within it sits a settlement where the descendants of those who crossed the distant oceans with Lord Eldel live. It is known as the Village of the Wise. Village of the Wise? Unlike the other people Lord Eldel brought here, it's said they've chosen to live in isolation. No one is certain why, however, but they may know something about the Mask of the Sun as well as Lord Eldel's changes. Sounds like it would be worth a visit then, for sure. Not to change subject, but why is Calica standing here and packed up and looking like she's ready to leave? What a silly question. I'm worried about Lord Eldel too, you know, and Lisa. Adult, I would ask you to please take Calica with you on your journey. Whatever happens as a result of this current crisis, I feel it will have repercussion throughout the land, and travelling with Calica will give you a good opportunity to decide what path she would walk from this time forward. Grandfather. Furthermore, if you are journeying to the Village of the Wise, it may be helpful to have someone from Highland with you. We'll take good care of her. It will be a bit lonely here without her, but I trust she'll be safe in your company. The matter is settled then. Nice to have you with us. Thank you. Ah, yes, Adult. Please take this as well. Golden Wing? Ooh. Oh, it will allow you to walk to any of the monuments you've touched in the entirety of the forest, no matter where you are. This would normally be given to apostles only, but I believe in the importance of your mission. It will serve you well. So we don't have to go and find the nearest monolith whenever we want to warp. That sounds incredibly useful. Thanks. Now, take care out there, all of you, and best of luck. I wondered if we would get one like that. Awesome. I don't know. Philemon, I know friends have something to discuss you regarding the artifacts, but it'll be interest. Come here, okay. Silver ingots. Mariana. Okay, okay. Oh, good to see you. Did you see my request on the board? We did. It's about your magic artifacts, right? Meaning you're going to tell them about it, aren't you? Haha, I am indeed. Oh, sorry, Adele, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. Now the mayor has accepted you, I'm free to discuss this with you. The workshop here is also known as the Artifact Workshop, and the name implies I handle special items called artifacts here. That's what we call complex magically embedded objects like my mace and the streetlights in this town. Basically, anything operated using mystical energy rather than oil, coal, or other more physical forms of power. Indeed, and all of the artifacts in this town were presented to us by Lord Eldel. In general, only apostles and apprentices of apostles are allowed to possess them for their own personal use, but it seems you already have a few in your own possession as well. I imagine they too must all originate from the same source as the ones here. Regardless, the reason I have summoned you here today is to offer my services. I can unleash the full potential of your artifacts. Unleash their full potential? Indeed, artifacts contain essentially limitless potential. However, unless that potential has specifically been unleashed, most artifacts only utilize a small portion. And that's where my services come in. I can release the true potential of any artifact you find, but to do so I'll need power stones, gems containing magical power, few of which still remain in existence. I see. Did you really understand all of that, Adol? Even if you didn't, I'm sure you will after you see it for yourself. Would you be able to show us, Philemon? I'd love to, but while I have the facilities and technology here, I'm a bit short on materials at the moment. So can I ask you to bring me some gems? I knew this wouldn't be as simple as it sounded. What is it you need? How about to unleash a power dwarf bracelet first? For that I'll need one emerald and one topaz. One emerald and one topaz, huh? Those aren't going to come cheap. But if that's what you need, that's what you need. Let's go see what we can track down in the gems. I think I've already got that. Here you go, we brought the gems you requested. Thank you. Guess I'll get started then. Well, looks like the process was successful. So what's different about it now? Will it allows to become even smaller or something? No, it doesn't work that way. Instead, you can now maintain your physical strength while using the artifact. So even when you're miniaturized, you can still fight as you would normally. I see. Useful, if not a little boring. Boring? Boring or not, that's the general gist of what I can do for you here. Oh, and Tamale? Yes, Gramps? Adol and his friends are going to be a regular customer here from now on, so see them if they need anything. Alright. Well, do feel free to come back here if you need your services again. When you want one of our artifacts unleashed, just talk to Tamale. Okay. Okay. Of course I don't have an amethyst when I want it. Additional damage underwater? I don't really care about that. I want the increased recovery speed. I want an amethyst, baby. Oh wait, where's the bloke that enhances shit? You gonna sell silver ingots? Looks like you brought the goods. How about 10,000 for 3 of them? Sure.
We did it!
Lovely. What are you buying? Thank you for coming. Did you see my quest on the board? Yeah, that's why we're here. What would you like us to do exactly? Actually, I'd like you to defeat a group of guardians. Guardians? What do you mean exactly? Tower guardians. You know, they're fine if they remain inside the tower, but for some reason, possibly because of the storm abating, several of them have wandered out into the sanctuary. They haven't gone too far out yet, but they have gone a bit haywire. I can't imagine they trek all the way into the town, but it's not a risk I'm willing to take. There's no hurry, so you can take care of this request whenever you get the opportunity, assuming you're willing to help, that is. Of course, leave it to us. Alright, Adol? Thank you very much. The Guardians in this question look a lot like Inslapes, but there will be some visible differences. They're also likely to be much stronger than the Inslapes you've encountered in the tower before. I confirmed 5 of them in total. They prefer to attack in groups, so if you can defeat them, all the problem will be solved. Thank you again, and do take care. Do take care. Right. I know. What did I get from the other things? Oh, it was that strange mass. Want an honest squeeze, I'll be. Alright. I think I got 4. Like a pimple and a fruit. Well, I mean, technically it is a fruit. It's a banana. It's a banana. A banana. Wait, how do I walk? Oh, there we go. Gotta go fast. Oh, no. No. I'm not finished. She's Naruto running, baby. Oh, here we are. They can't be that difficult, right? Oh no, they're easy. There we go. Man, the music in this game fucking slaps. You managed to defeat the Guardians. Thank you so much. It's not a lot, but please accept this for your efforts. 5k? Nice. And it wouldn't be possible if not for elegant combat skills, I'm sure. You've become a lot stronger recently in such a short amount of time, too. Really? Absolutely, of course. You can't let that get to your head. You've got plenty more growing to do. I'm sure you can become even stronger by following the example of Adol and his friends. Thank you, I will. We did it. I think the only quest we haven't done is the chicken one. I don't really know how to go about doing the chicken one, though. It's not even here anymore. Where's the chicken? Okay, why isn't the bracelet shrinking us? Huh? Wait a minute. Google!
Are you still not ready?
You what? What do we check? That's the one I'm after. What the hell's that? Is that up top? The chicken's there.
God damn it, Barb!
Don't scare the chicken. Gotcha, let's take you back to Pee-Pee. Cool. Thank you so much for bringing my lovely Sasami back home and safe and sound. Here's a reward, I promise. Lovely. That plays nice with them, okay? Of course. We're doing it! What's wrong, Pippi? I only took my eyes off my little darlings for a single moment, but another one of them appears to have escaped. Oh, fuck's sake. What? My attention was elsewhere, and now he's gone. He's really troublesome. I suppose I have to put another request on board. I do apologize for asking, but if you'd be able to find the time to bring him home, the most appreciated. Sure, okay. Naughty Chick, which was another one. Which... Okay, so we should be allowed to have animals. Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you? Alright. I don't know where that is. Oh, do I have to go get it from Thingy first? PP, I'm very sorry for troubling you with this again, but would you be willing to go back and bring another all my doing ones? Oh, I had to do it. Yeah, shit. I thought I already accepted it because it said it was added to my journal. Yeah, no, it's just looking for a chicken. It's fine. I understand. Bloody fetch quests. Right, it now should be under a bench. Got it. Gotcha, let's take you back, yeah. And then I think, apparently she loses her third chicken. Although, I don't think I've hit that point in the game yet. But that's later. Okay. Although, apparently I can go back to Celery and get another really good weapon. So let's do that. Made a few hyper weapons I sometimes to test them in combat situations. Okay. Okay. I think this is the same spiel, right? Made a couple more amazing weapons I need help testing. You feel like lending me a hand? Yeah, sure. After Heller and Duran talk about what happened last time, I have to admit I'm kind of nervous. You're not going to ask us to test something harmful or well-being again, are you? What? Of course not. It's just a hyper weapon. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll let you see for yourselves. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. You've done this before, so I don't think I need to explain much more. The two weapons I have for you this time are an amazing knife and a perilous spear. Which would you rather test? Perilous? Sounds like something's going to suffer. You can choose, Adele. I promise you won't hate me for it. I'll do the knife. Alright, here you go. Some principles as last time. Equip it and defeat a set number of beasts with it. This one went the lucky subject to defeat 5 crockles. Can't remember where to find them, so you'll leave that up to you. Just make sure to take down 5. I think they're in the next area. Right, so let's have a look then. New weapon. Heavy. Do that to them, because that sounds like it's going to be something I need. Right, party. Oh shit, no, Addo. Addo. Right, okay. Right, crockles are, I think, the really big crocodiles that I couldn't beat. And there's a bunch up here. Yeah, I think it's this. Alright, cool. What are you saying? Crockles. Oh no. Actually, no, that works. No. See, look, crockle. Not crunk. Croc. Right. Right, I don't know how many I've got to kill, so... I mean, actually, I've probably got to do like 4 or 5 again. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Do 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 do. There you go, done it. Do 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 do. Hey, looks like you finished the test. So what did you think? Wasn't it amazing? It was heavy stuff. Get it? Because it was a heavy weapon? Get rid of that from it. Oh. You're enjoying this, aren't you, Adele? That sounds about right. I'll get to work on refining it now. Hang on a sec. Cool, we'll do this and then we'll swear out. There, it's done. I name it the Incredible, Glorious, Stunning. Siri, give it an up already. You're calling it a Spider Edge and that's final. Aye, oh man, don't interrupt me when I'm in the middle of Spider's Edge. Wait a second, are you seriously going with that, Nat? That's not my name. How can you let him override me? He has nothing to do with this. Well, I don't even want to be associated with it anymore. If that's how you're going to treat me. Henceforth, that's an Alan Smithy work.
Job well done.
Right. Reinforce and refine. Can I reinforce that dagger with the other dagger? Ready? Reinforce the hammer. Oh. Lovely. Right. Next stop. Kaznan. See if there's another quest that's popped up there now. Seems like the other two had an extra one, so I'm wondering if this one does as well. Nope. Cool. Alright, off we go. Do 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 do. Table Mountain. Kill all the cute things. Yeah. Oh.
Let's go. Are you ready?
No! Oh, wrong button.
Take that!
Damn it.
Leave it to me.
Booyah. Let's go. None of these seem to really have a weakness. Which isn't the worst, it just means I can use whatever enemy that I want, but... Just would have thought it would have had a weakness, you know? $5K!
Found something.
Lovely. Oh, I already broke it. Can we go along the water bit over here, or is that, like, gonna push us off? Oh no, apparently it's fine. I thought because it looked like an indicator, like it would have knocked us off or something. Lovely. Oh, a memory. Don't mind if I do. I see, so that's what happened when you were in Promolock. Well then, I guess the next thing I'd like to ask is... Hold on a minute, Calica. You've asked enough questions. At least let the rest of us have a chance to sneak one or two in. Yeah, he's not all yours. I suppose you're right. Okay, my turn. My question is about the Picards you've run into on our travels. Yes, I think you can save stupid questions like that until the end of time. The end of time? More importantly, Adol, do you have a girlfriend? Being pretty cute and a strong warrior, I'm sure you must have all the ladies swooning all over you. You haven't got a childhood friend back home you've sworn to spend your life with or something, have you? Or do you have passionate encounters with different girls everywhere you go? I don't know whether to take that reaction to mean you're pure-hearted or if I hit the nail right on the head. Come to think of it, you seem to be getting on really well with Lisa. You're not after her, are you? If you are, don't think you'll be getting off with a good slap on the wrist. I'm sure Adol would never approach such a serious matter half-heartedly, but if you were ever to make Lisa cry, I'd be forced to cut all that lovely red hair off in your sleep. You've been warned. Calica is a menace. Adol, I think I speak for all the men when I say I completely sympathise with your plight. Yeah. Anyway, going back to the Picards. Okay, everyone, how about this? If you'll keep showering poor Adol with questions, it's probably going to make him very uncomfortable. So from now on, everyone will be able to ask him one question and one question only. What? I suppose that does make sense, though. At this rate, we'll be here for hours otherwise. Okay, finally, so starting with me. Hold on, I'll be deciding the order. And that order is me first. But you've been asking him questions this whole time! You've had more than enough! Yeah, this isn't fair at all. That's our Calica. No one's going to be able to take control from her now. My defense is increased. Blue tree earring. Increases obtained SP. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Let's just run. Now that I think about it, I just remembered Cyberpunk's on that list as well for RPGs. I forgot I had it on there, to be fair. I probably don't remember half the games that were on that list. Presence of beasts can no longer be felt in the surrounding area. The area is still intranquil. Are we going to put another tent? I'm going to get a memory back, baby. I am actually curious, though. I forgot I even put that Final Fantasy adventure on my list. Oh, it's about 10.5 hours. That's still less than the Anthem. Probably more difficult than Anthem, though. Oh. Enveloped in the clear air of the forest and the fragrance of the spirit tree, Adol left his body drift into sleep, into a deep, relaxing slumber. One of the memories sealed from the back of Adol's mind was restored. Don't know how Anthem is when you play solo. I mean, I enjoyed it when I played it that one time. That's the thing, I actually enjoyed it. That was the downfall. I ended that stream like, oh, this is actually really fun. I'll enjoy streaming this. And then it never played again. And I was like, well, shit. I guess I won't fucking enjoy it then. Adol appeared to be out of stamina and couldn't run any further. Haha, giving up already. Oh, it was the evil one that done it. What did the honest hope to achieve by giving it to mere humans? I played quite a bit considering there wasn't much to do. Yeah. You didn't tell me that earlier when I made you respin. Yeah, I did. I said about it. I was like, we tried playing it before, but it wouldn't let us. If I knew you enjoyed it, I would have done the respin. Oh, it's fine. It's not like I was massively, like, oh, I need to play this game, you know? He would have turned on it. There's only one game on that wheel that I gotta admit, if it comes up, I'll be so fucking happy. But yeah. There's one specific game on that list. What did we honestly hope to achieve by giving it to a mere human? Such a pitiful attempt. Now behold as I, the true god, finally gain the ultimate power. Whee! What is it? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. Ugh, not again. How many times must you get in my way before you concede defeat? Are you okay, Adele? You were moaning in your sleep. I had a dream about Adele. I had an inkling it may have been Adele who attacked you in this area. Though it does beg the question, why did he not finish you off? Maybe it was the same kind of situation as when we met him in the tower. Doesn't seem like another personality has fully awoken just yet, so he probably snapped out of it or something. Yeah, but how long is he going to be able to fight turning into that? Other person for good? That's what I'm worried about. We definitely need to hurry. Come on, let's find that village. Cool. Alright, let's find that. Oh, there's a red one! What does the red ones mean? That's new. Not seen red ones before. Ooh. But no, there's a specific game series that I have. Actually, wait, no, I don't even. I feel like even if I said it, I'm not sure if some of you would get it. It's the only game I've ever bought a collector's edition for. That's the game that I'm really looking forward to playing. Can we have another clue? I played another in the series this year. Near. Spot on. Spot on. I got that Near Replicant remake that they done. I can't wait to play it, because obviously I've not seen anything for the remake. And I've had the collector's edition since day one, and I've just not played it. I can't wait to play it on stream. Math? Okay, I'll be sorry. I meant a good game? How can you be more excited for Nier than Stranger? I generally think that I'm going to enjoy Strangers of Paradise when I play it. Which is the scary part. Which is the scary part. What'd you do if you spun and got Nier and started redeeming? I think that's what's going to happen. In all honesty, that's why I didn't really want to say what it was, because I was like, I feel like someone's gonna do it, and if it happens, it's fine. Like I said, it's literally the case that I'll be playing all of the games on the list anyway. It's just what comes quicker, you know. I never thought of doing that. Now that I know, though. Now that you know. Ooh. Well, I mean, you know, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's only going to get replaced with another game I want to play. So, it's not like it's the end. It's not like I'm going to get a game that I'm going to absolutely hate. Unless it lands on Dark Cloud 2, in which case, maybe. I don't want to give Obby the satisfaction of getting Dark Cloud 2. What the fuck? Yeah, I can't believe I've still not played Nier, since I brought it. My restraint has been massively high. I think playing Automata earlier this year definitely helped. I've not even really actually... I can't believe that I've not actually opened anything from the collector's edition. I literally took the game out and put it back in the box, and I've kept it on my shelf since I've got it. What? Yeah, because it comes with like a bunch of stuff, but I didn't want to take it out, so I just took the game out, put the box back together, and then put it on my... So stunned I couldn't even type. Well, you know, like, I love Nier so much, but like... Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was a... I felt like I had to wait. And I'm more excited because I think Replicant in Gestalt is better than Automata. I love Nier Automata, but I think the other one is better. The story is better. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Bam, 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 bam. Plus, they got that DLC that wasn't with the original as well. Yeah, fun time. Got to do 5 playthroughs of that game. 5. Because technically it's one whole playthrough. Five playthrough, one whole playthrough, one half playthrough, and then the rest is very quick speed runs.
Leave it to me.
Oh! Here's why you're absolutely 100% right. Oh, did Dr. Flare fall asleep already? Not surprised. We barely rested since we left Promolock. Still can't believe they came all the way here to find wild Celceta flowers. He's one tough guy to go all this trouble at his age, just to look for some medicinal herbs. And then we have you, set on exploring the Great Forest just because you're curious about it. You really aren't scared of anything, are you? Guess I wouldn't have had it any other way, though. If it weren't for you, that cursed island would still be cursed. There's never a dull moment with you around. Well, as long as I get to go on some exciting adventures, that's just fine by me. Who's that? That's a new character. Oh, wait, there's something back here. I missed it, though. Yeah, no, I'm down for another Final Fantasy. So, I'm good with that. I'm more curious, because I didn't remember even putting it on my list. So... Ashen Forest. Oh, this is the correct way. So what the fuck's this, then? Danam Village? Alright, wait a minute. Is that? So this is the Village of the Wise. It looks almost magical from afar. I never would have expected to find human settlement in a dark place like this. I heard about this village existence in the Highlands, but I never thought I'd have the chance to actually see it for myself. This is your first time here too, right, Adele? I can't say for sure. What kind of wishy-washy answer is that? Are you looking to get kicked in the shins? If the Sanctuary of Storms were still active, we couldn't be here right now. There's no way you could have been here before. Why so quiet, Durin? You're always fast to make some comment about what's going on. You're Adele's voice. The silent treatment is kind of creepy coming from you. It's nothing. Let's get going. Why are you being sus, Durin? This is a really strange place. It's in the primeval lands, just like Highland, but the two places couldn't be more different. Someone is coming. Who's this? She's busty. Who are you?
My name is Frida. I'm a warrior of this village who retells stories of the ancient past.
Wait, Durin's talked about the
The
name
village
Frida
elder
before.
sent me to greet you. Welcome, Adal. I know you've had a long journey.
Boop. How do you know my name? You can't just call someone busty. I just did. I just did. Hee. I wonder. A lady needs to have a sense of mystery about her, doesn't she? Oh, she's a flirt as well.
I was expecting a tough warrior or something, not a kid. Is
Hey?
he really up to the job? He doesn't look very strong.
Who's shit talking me? Huh? That wasn't me.
I'm here. Here. How rude.
Okay. I'm Nina, the alchemically created fairy, and Frida's partner and the village messenger. Created as in someone can actually make you here? And you're a fairy, no less. I always thought fairies were just, well, fairy tales. Incredible. Ha! Surprised, I bet you are. Any more questions? I'm in such a good mood today, I'll tell you anything you want to know. So what's it going to be? Frida's weight, her measurements, her ex's name? I can give you hints, or just say them all.
What?
Wait just a minute, Nina. Wahahaha. I swear, she's always like this. Anyway, wait, where were we? You were about to tell us how you know Adol's name. Oh, right, I guess I was. But I think there's someone else here that would be better suited to answer that question. Don't you agree, Durin? Wait. If you explain everything in detail, we'll be here for hours. But in short, Durin here has been telling me all about you. This is where he's from, you see. Oh! Sorry. What? There you go. I believe the correct term is well developed. And a busty. And a busty. I find it weird that there's a place called Kaznan and Dannan. A lot of nans around. Feels like such a long time since I last saw you, Durin. Tell me, what's with this hairstyle? You don't actually think it suits you, do you? It's dreadful. Shut up, you two. This is hardly the time to be talking about my hair. Hey, baby. Give me a minute. Someone needs their belly tickled. Okay. Right. Adol and everyone else too. I'm sorry. Right, I'll lower it down. There we go. Oh yeah, Neff, how's your new chair, by the way? Adol and everyone else too. I'm sorry for keeping so many secrets from you all. How long have why didn't you tell us before? I'm sorry. Pretty low, Durin. You better have a good explanation for all of this. And don't give me any of that you'll understand when you're older crap. I'll bite you so hard. You have your reasons, I trust. Of course. This is a village where the descendants of those who committed an unforgivable sin at the distant past live in secret. And everything that we have done relates to that incident. An unforgivable sin? You mean like eating pineapple on pizza? What? What do you mean? The Elder is going to explain all of it to you very soon. We'll take you to his residence. I believe the correct... Oh no, I read that. I love it. My butt is comfy. This is good. Oi, hang on now. What? We'll take you to his residence now and you can show you around the village along the way. Yeah, no more secrets. We'll tell you everything there. Well, I'm intrigued. Come on, Adol. The Elder's house is the one in front of the central tower. If there is any way else you want to explore before we get there, just say the word. Like Frida's house. Come. Now there's nothing to see there. Now, Adol, shall we be off? I don't know if anyone here's watched it, but I started watching The Good Place on Netflix. It's pretty fun. Oh, it's you, Durin. I see you've owned your skill since we last met. You can tell that at a glance, huh? Good old Dante. Well, I'm a warrior after all. Frida's refined her skill as well since you've been gone, you know. I wonder who would win in a fight. I'm sure Frida would win. Well, there you have it, Durin. Hey, I thought we were partners. Suddenly I'm the second fiddle to Miss Danan here? Hehe, well, how about we take this outside and find out for sure? I think I'll pass. Besides, I couldn't seriously fight a woman. Wow. Equal rights, Durin. Get with the times. Oh, you couldn't? Hehe, how boring. Oh, hello, we're not used to getting guests here. It looks like you know your way around a sword and quite well at that. You may already be aware, but the things you learn while pursuing martial arts can be applied to all walks of life. So never forget to train. Train. What this? Hello, is anyone home? Doesn't look like it. It seems if no one's lived here for quite a while. Yeah, this house has been used for a long time. No one lives here? Not anymore, no. Whose house was it? It belonged to someone Frida and I knew many years ago. Oh, I smell a saucy backstory. Well, if it isn't Durin, haven't seen you in a while. Is this some kind of research facility? You could say that, yes. Our speciality is synthesizing elixirs and medicinal items. If you've got the money and the ingredients, we can make you just about anything you can imagine. So what is it you want? A love potion? Something to make you invisible for nefarious purposes? Go on, name your wish. I don't know what it is, right? But ever since our first stream of this, I've noticed the characters in this are horny as fuck. And I don't understand, because they didn't like have anything like that at all in the first stream. It's just like all of a sudden. I think we're good for now. Come on, there's no shame in being honest. Humans are all beasts deep down. Right, Blondie? Why are you asking me? I think we're done here. Yeah, we should probably be leaving now. Okay. Horny, horny, horny. Durin, you're back. I see you brought some visitors with you too. Have you come but to buy something? Nah, we're just showing them around at the moment. We'll come again soon though, I'm sure. Alright, let me know anytime. Weapons, armor, items, if you need it, we'll probably sell it. Just let me know if you need anything. Thanks for reminding me of that song. You're most welcome. What a rarity. I've never seen anyone with red hair before. Might this be your first time in Danan? Well, don't be getting too excited by all the usual things here. We don't want any trouble. This is when we find out Durin has like a wife and kids. Wait, this house is... Well, if it isn't Little Durin, I think I'm a bit too old to be called Little anymore. Who's this? Is this your girlfriend? Jeez, where'd you get that idea? No need to be embarrassed now. Really, you should be so lucky. Still, I suppose you must think me quite young if I look to be a girlfriend material. Well, alright. For a strapping lad like Durin, so thank you. But I'm actually Frida's mother. I see. Now that you mention it, I can kind of see the resemblance. You and Durin certainly seem to get on well. Well, Durin and Frida have been friends since they were practically in diapers. They never managed to move past that, though. You'd think they would have gone beyond friends a long time ago. Gee, let me listen to horny. You're still so young, Frida. How long are you going to keep dwelling on the past? Mother! What? What's wrong? I wonder what it was all about. Why is that one so bloody loud? I think it's because it has to be with that sound effect, you know? I don't know, but suddenly it's gotten pretty awkward in here. Never mind that. Do feel free to make yourselves at home. If my glass was more full, I would be covered in lemonade. What kind of lemonade you got? For more energetic than others. Neff drums obliterated. At that moment is when Neff is walking down the stairs and falls down the stairs. Where does this path go? It leads to a small shrine. It was made to seal. It was made to seal away something pretty important. Though the thing it made to seal away has been lost now, so it's just a shrine. Regardless, I'm sorry, but the elders' permissions need to go any further this way. Let's return to the village. Maybe that's why Durin left, is to find whatever item is missing. This is where the village elder Vanjo lives. He tends to ramble and is kind of difficult to get along with, so you might want to brace yourselves. I'm going to tell him you said that. Either way, if there's anywhere else you want to see, I suggest we go in before heading inside. So what'll it be? Indecision is not becoming in a man, you know. Go inside. I still remember that day Panda made it to kill me. I did no such thing. I did no such thing. I got a message from Neff just saying, oh, I'm in the Discord if you want to chat. And I thought, oh, okay, why not? I jump in and say hello, and nothing. I'm like, oh, she's probably busy. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I get an earful that she nearly fell down the stairs with her washing because I made her jump. Details. One of the funniest moments ever. I brought them with me, Elder. Ah, so they're finally here. Why is this bloke wrapped up like a mummy? Discord didn't make the sound that someone had joined. It's nice to meet you. Oh, spare me the self-introductions. I know all about you already, so you'll just be wasting your time. Alright, no need to be a prick. You want to know who we are, am I right? Well, we're a tribe of people who turned their backs on the gods and destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Okay. What? I don't really understand. It happened a long time ago, far overseas. Our ancestors stole a mighty power from the gods and sank their land to the bottom of the ocean. But one of those gods, a certain Lord Adel, as it were, forgave their sins and secretly brought them here to Celceta. Does that mean your ancestors lived in the kingdom of Celceta? The kingdom was full of good, honest people, including their benevolent king. It was far too nice of a place for a tribe of sinners like us. So our ancestors settled here, underground, repenting for their sins and silently watching over the kingdom. But then something terrible happened. Something terrible? This is a story every man, woman, and child in this village knows by heart. Long ago, a winged sage came to Celceta. He gave the people wisdom and civilization, and in return they revered him as a god. But one day, that god began to act with cruelty and malice, as if he had become a different being altogether. Steadily, these acts of aggression grew until one day he came to destroy the kingdom with his power. Was that god? It couldn't have been Lord Eldel, could it? It sounds familiar, doll. I believe you witnessed something quite similar yourself. A certain winged acquaintance of yours suddenly behaving quite unlike himself and attacking without warning? No, that's not possible. I don't know the cause of this transformation, but the changes in Lord Eldel's behaviour now reflect a similar pattern to his past destroying the kingdom of Celceta, so we decided to keep an eye on him and on those who visited his tower as well. We thought that maybe we could be of some service to him if the situation called for it. Then Adol was called to the tower and, well, down he went. I see, so you were the one assigned to watch over Adol then? Yeah, listen Adol, I'm sorry for not telling you. There was just a lot on the line, and it was also... If I gained your trust, I could be at your side. I thought it'd be easier. It's hard to blame him now we've heard all that. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, really. Hey! Well, he was only doing what I ordered him to, so don't be too hard on him now. Having you around was a big help. It's been a big help having you around, Durin. Your behaviour has been suspicious on occasion, but now that we know the truth behind your actions, I feel I speak for us all when I say we are grateful to have you. I think I can forgive you this time. Thanks, everyone. Adol, we are here in Danan Shrine. Danan share the same objective as you, to pursue Lord Eldel, and to that end there's something I need to show you. Would you come outside for a moment? Don't worry, you'll understand when you see it. I like his get-up. Not the mummy bandages, though. This way, Adol. Oh, is that the Mask of the Sun? This place is so beautiful. It's the only part of the village where sunlight can get through. It's the most sacred place in the entirety of the subterranean forest. Ha! The sun here is far too bright for the likes of us. Perfect for sealing away a certain powerful objective, I must say. See for yourselves in that shrine, but don't get too close now. There's a real strong barrier keeping it safe. Is that? No, it couldn't be. It's a mask! Yep, there is a mask of the sun. What? What's it doing here? I had it removed from Adol's grave. When the hell did you manage that? You were unaware of this? Yeah. Ugh, why is this village full of such terrible people? Come, Now, that's not very fair of you, Durin. If it had been left there, it may have fallen into the hands of someone who really shouldn't have it. And you were so busy saving the doll after he fell into that waterfall, you certainly couldn't have claimed it. You should be grateful Frida was watching out for you. Bah! You saved me? Yeah, I was the one who pulled you out of the waterfall basin. Lord Eldel was still unstable, groaning in agony like when we last met him in the tower, so I seized the chance to rescue you and somehow carried you all the way back to Kaznan. Still not sure how I pulled it off. I played my part as a messenger too. We all helped in our own way, so that's what happened. However, if Garuda and his allies are seeking the mask, they may be in the area. Is it safe to leave the mask so exposed? Ha, no need to worry. The shrine's guarded by a powerful force field. It'd take one hell of a blast to break through that. And then in comes Garuda. This may seem like an unobvious question, but what exactly is the mask? The replicas Garuda's men produced were used to strengthen the physical powers of the Roman soldiers, and the mask used in the village did the same thing. Pfft, that's just a side effect. The Mask of the Sun really allows its wearer to read the Akashic records, where the world's blueprints recorded. The records? I've never heard of such a thing before. What do you mean by the world's blueprints? Just what it sounds like. The world's structure, its properties, its origins. Everything that ever happened in the past, even every damned thing that will ever happen in the future, all collected in one book. That's like in Supernatural. What? Child of Highland. Think for a moment of Lord Eldel's actions and you'll have your answer. His actions? You mean giving people knowledge? Ah. Reading the blueprints of the world, using their contents to ration out knowledge and maintain global balance, is the Mask of the Sun and the records that will make it all possible. So Garuda's real objective is the world blueprints and the key to reading them. Where are these records located? In the former capital of the kingdom of Celceta, deeper within the forest. Yeah, and that's where Garuda's headed, no doubt. It's gotta be. He seemed to be mass-producing copies of the mask. Do you think he plans to use those to read? He's a talented magician, but no mere copy can come close to approximating the works of the gods. It is possible, I bet, but in that process of duplicating the mask, he could have learned its true purpose. It's because of us that he and the Romans come to this land. What do you... Elder! What's the meaning of this? We're busy here, you know? Well, a girl showed up demanding we give her the mask. A girl? Don't tell me that's sorceress. So this is where you all went. It's Lisa! Is that? Lisa! Why are you... I don't trust her. Kill her. So you're the apostle girl, eh? Surprised you found this place. How did you get here? I'm sorry, I'm afraid there's no time to explain myself right now. You seem to be in quite the hurry. Why exactly? Can't you take a moment to explain yourself again? You can't honestly expect us to hand you the mask on faith alone, little lady. I can save Lord Eldel. Lisa, guess you're not here under orders as the apostle then. How about you at least tell us why you need the mask? At least then.
I'm sorry. Saul!
What's going on? Above us! What? She just summoned Bahamut? The fuck? What is this thing? It's huge. It's Lisa's. The fuck did this come from? I apologize for being forced to take such an aggressive approach, but I simply could not have time to do this any other way. So, if you'd please. Wah! It can't be. We need to subdue it. Durin, just don't hurt Lisa in the process. Don't let us down. I know. We can't let her break the barrier and take the mask doll. Sorry to ask, but will you lend us a hand? Of course. Thanks. Sorry to get you all caught up in this. Oh... Sorry, but I have to kill you. Sort of. Sort of. Yes.
Please stay out of my way.
Leave everything to me.
I'll make you move.
Leave everything to me. Is that all you got? Yes, you will. You will.
Please stay out of my way.
Now. Now.
Please get out of the way. I'll make you move.
Woo!
You would. You would.
Those sexy quick time dodges. Oh.
Please stay out of my way.
Now.
So sorry. Here I go. Please get out of the way. So sorry.
I did not expect a fucking summon, that's for sure. I did also not expect her to die, so there is that as well.
Please get out of the way. So sorry.
I've got a feeling she's going to be a new party member.
I'll make you move. Please stay out of my way. So sorry. Heal me. I don't think you did this.
Did we succeed? Oh, that was a hell of a battle. No! I knew it. Conventional weapons aren't going to work against this thing. What? So, it is a Gul Balan, then. I'm sorry, everyone. Soul, do it! I mean, it looks pretty fucking rad. But she's now going to kill everyone. No, the barrier!
Thank goodness.
Now I can finally save Lord Eldel. Ha ha ha. Well done, little apostle. No! It's the evil white-haired man! Soul! Frida, he's here! I fucking said it was going to happen when that bloke was like, that wouldn't happen down here. It's so easy. They'd never come down here to thought of this. Lo and behold, look, they fucking are! Typical plot twist. Finally, the mask of the sun is mine. You're... Haha, don't think too poorly of me, little apostle. I kept my word. I told you where the mask was, but I never once promised I'd let you have it. You have only your own naivety to blame for this. I should have known. You always did enjoy making a grand entrance, Gruder, but this is a way to treat your own people. What? Are you saying... Several years ago, one of our own broke the laws of the village and unraveled the secrets of our ancestors sealed away. That man fled the village, taking a small group of supporters with him, and gave himself over to the Roman Empire. His name was Gruder, and he was once a magician from Dan Nan. Dan Nan! Stay where you are, Adol. Gaddis, Bammy, and the Master Vision are occupying the village. You wouldn't want any unfortunate accidents, would you? Holding your own homeland hostage now? You are despicable. You're just as much as a slime as ever. Unfortunately for you, I bear no emotional attachment to this dreary place. Perhaps it's destiny that I should obtain the mask here. In honor of this occasion, we shall hereby refer to ourselves as Darklings. Come now, is that really so surprising? It is a perfectly fitting name for those who have attained the power of the gods through these unorthodox methods. Gruder, you really haven't changed at all, have you? What's a Darkling? Our ancestors referred to themselves as Darklings when they were deceived by gods and stole their power. We here in Danan hesitate even to say the word, as considered impure. The blood of the Darklings flows within you as much as it does in me. No matter how far you repress it, it's a part of you, and it always will be. Gruder! Regardless, now that I have what I seek, I see nothing more to be gained by remaining here. And though I may not have much attachment to this place, I suppose it's still in my home, so I'll leave peacefully today. Should you continue your fruitless attempts to stand in my way, however, I won't be quite so merciful next time. Wait! There you go. Oh, he's gone.
Lisa.
Calica, Adol, what have I done? Yeah, you dumb idiot. Well, this has been a hell of a day. No point in just standing here, though. Let's go back to my place and sort all this out. It's almost like it was a dumb idea to begin with. Lo and behold, she went through with it. So, young apostle, what were you trying to do with the Mask of the Sun? Gruder implied he said something to you about it. Yes, he told me that last time the Lord Eldel was behaving strangely, the Mask of the Sun was used to calm him. And so I'm so sorry. That scumbag. Well, what's done is done. I'm more interested to know what that you're a descendant of the Celceta royal family, aren't you? How did you... Lisa is... Whoa, that's news to me. That white Galbalan of yours was a dead giveaway. Legend has it was created by King Lefance to fend off Lord Eldel after he lost control of himself. So King Lefance and Lord Eldel fought each other? That's what they say. Not that there were any surviving records to confirm one way or the other, of course. What we do know for certain is that the Galbans were created using forbidden technology our ancestors sealed away. King Lefance was a righteous man, so knowing he allegedly resorted to the use of such technology shows his unease. Guess that explains how it was unable to destroy the barrier. Soul was given to me by my father to carry out the rite of summoning. I was told he'd been passed down in the family for generations, but I had no idea his creation had come about under circumstances like that. You rode on Soul too, Adol. Lisa used him to take you to see Lord Eldel. Really? Yes, Lord Eldel asked me to escort you to his room personally, and I have to say it was no small task finding you out in that forest. This is Adol we're talking about. The guy never sits still. He can't even sleep without sneaking out of a window first. Hehehe. The thing I find most difficult to accept is the man who attacked Highland was from Danan. Yeah, he had me completely fooled. There was no doubt in my mind he was a Roman commander. Gruder was one of the most intelligent people in the village. He was also a wise man in his day who loathed the sin our ancestors committed more than anyone else, and that hatred drove him to study the incident in greater detail. But somehow or another, during his studies, he became attracted to the power of the gods that attempted to steal. Why would that be? Only he knows the answer to that. We naturally have admonished the hell out of him for what he was doing. So much talking. My throat. Just out of nowhere, he gathered a small group of supporters and left the village, and that was the end of that. In addition to keeping an eye on Lord Adel, we've also been trying to keep an eye to track him down all this time. Most likely he managed to gain the support of Rom from his research to the mask. And now he has returned to the forest. So where's he headed next? He must have sussed out the mask's true power by now. Which means there's only one thing he could possibly be after. The records, the blueprints of the world, which can only be read by using the mask's power. On the other side of the Ashen Forest is the old capital of the Kingdom of Celceta. It's called Elduk. And in the centre sits the Temple of the Sun, where Lord Eldel lived when the kingdom still existed. Supposedly, that's where the records can be found. Supposedly, the door of the temple is sealed. We've been trying to open it many times, but we've never been able to get inside, so we can't be certain what's in there, but considering his resourcefulness up till now, Gruder may have found a way. When I was talking with Gruder, he also mentioned that Lord Eldel is headed for Elduk as well. It seems that Elduk is the main point of interest for all parties then. including you, Adol. If you ever want to learn the truth about what happened to you, you need to confront Eldel. That's just what I'll do. Elduke, huh? That'd be my first time there too. Elder, I would like to go with Adol as well. Me too. Well, you are familiar with the route. But are you sure, in a way, you may be a single most suitable person for this task? I'll be okay. I've had more than enough time for my wounds to heal. Frida. Well, I know better than anyone to argue with you. Nothing I say is going to change your mind. So go on ahead. They'll need a guide anyway. Thank you, Elder. Cool! We got a new person. A new person. I'll be going on ahead to Elduke. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? Hee, I won't be alone. I have Sol with me. And there are a few things I'd like to look into. About your ancestor, King Lafons? Lafons! Yes, I'd like to know what happened to King Lafons and Lord Eldel when the kingdom of Celceta fell. If I can learn even that much, I might be able to find some means of returning Lord Eldel to normal. Well, don't push yourself too hard, okay? Not going to say anything at all? I'm sure we'll find a way. Adol, thank you for your assistance. Adol, I know that you have more than enough problems of your own. I'm certain that one day Eldel and I will be able to drink tea together once more, and I'll be certain to brew the best tea I can possibly find. Goodbye for now. Look, Neff, she's talking about the best tea around. She's obviously talking about biscuit brew. And there she goes. Feminine, yet courageous. She's a fine girl, Aizma. I had no intentions of... men. They're like animals, aren't they? Durin, please, refrain from making such comments. The others have begun grouping me with you. It's time we should get moving, Adol. We have a lot of ground to cover. Oh, I guess. Go team, let's go! Wish there'd be loads of new weapons that I can buy. God damn it. And it's so much money! So much money! I'm practically broke. How am I gonna get money? Oh, wait a minute. Equip. No, equip. Pinky! Oh shit, it's still better. Fuck. Shit me. Alright. So I need what? Like 10, 20, 30... 40, 50... I need 50,000 alone just for the weapons. And then another 50,000... So I need 100,000 gold. Fucking hell. I don't even have enough stuff to like randomly just fucking sell shit. But yeah, how you doing, Pinky? It's lovely to see you as always. What if I just sold all of this? That's only gonna get me 10 grand. Fucking hell. I've got enough to buy all the weapons, so let's just do that. Yeah. How are you? I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. How you doing? How you doing? Doing all good, thanks. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Rewatching Stranger Things. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, permanently increases health. I've got some of these, apparently. Did not know. I did not know. So I do, so I do. So seeing for again, that means Eddie, nice. I heard that they stopped production on Stranger Things while the writing strike's on. Needing greater Phantom Secret of the Sami Yami. Okay. Please find out if you have anything else in the description. Okay. I saw the rise. Those I don't get the money, that's not fair. Yeah. Been a lot of shit going on with all of that recently, and I don't think I have a thing for good luck. Yeah?
That wraps that up.
Oh. Do you need something? You put a question on board, right? Where about her about that? Could you tell us what it is you need? Oh, of course, I can rest easy if you're the ones taking care of this. But I needed you to bring me ingredients to brew a special elixir. Specifically, I'm not allowed to say, am I? I almost forgot. What? It's not something dangerous, is it? I don't think we should be accepting requests which may not directly or indirectly harming people. Considering you're asking us to do this for you, I feel you have the duty to explain. That's a completely reasonable view, but I'm not the one who wants the elixir made, and I have a duty to protect my client's privacy. But I can't force you to accept either, so if you're not interested... well, actually, I can promise you on his behalf that it's not going to be used for anything dangerous. As can I. In fact, I have a good idea what this elixir is, and if I'm right, there's no need to worry at all. So client confidentiality is the only reason you cannot say then? The issue is not one of public safety? Well, if Dorian is free to say so, I think we can trust him. Well, just assume it's something deeply personal and leave it at that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to undertake this quest or not. The ingredients I'll need are as follows. Upel flower, Libra flower, Reparo fruit, and Arada fruit. Can I need a poisonous organ and some frog extraction? Acidic liquid and slime mold as well. I need one. What the fuck? What the fuck? Librarian Greta, the Black Archive. What the fuck is the Black Archives? Ugh. Nana? Burp, 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 burp. And you want to squeeze a child, which... My child. No, the child's not Malia. See, this is what I said the other day. You imagine if the child was I went and grabbed Malia. Yeah. Here you go. The child has been squeezed. I don't know where this librarian is. I thought it was her. No, I wouldn't squeeze Malia. Can't be doing that. So this is, okay, that's fine. Oh, it's all the way over there. I'll probably go do that now. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Let's just do something quickly.
I'm kinda hungry.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot it. You bastard! Get the fuck out of here! That fucking scared me! I got a jump scare. I got jump scare because of an alligator. Oh my god. Freaking dinosaur. This is not Jurassic Park. Get out of here.
Also, there's not going to be a clip, I don't think, but, and I hope they don't get annoyed with me doing this. But someone may or may not do a little stream in the future. You gotta go check them out. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
Been meaning to do this for a hot minute. What popcorn gonna do? Guys, I'm scared. I'm essentially afraid of why...
And Neff's safe because I can't shout her out normally on my phone. Because that's still not a mobile feature, apparently.
Oh my god! Oh god, Jesus Christ. God damn it. I think you broke me. I'm not gonna blow on street, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I was there the other day. We got to see Mr. Gore do a test stream, and it was marvelous.
Yeah, you totally broke me. I actually need like a tissue. Oh my god.
So I'm shouting him out.
Oh god.
Alright, where's this monster? That's not a big monster. The hell? Oh, there's just a lot of them. That's fine.
I'll turn you to ice.
Way too
Damn it. Yeah, how long is it until you go traveling, Pinky? Can't be that long right now, right?
not bad.
Lovely. Leaving on the 28th. Nice! Nice! Alright. Gangway! Gangway! Less than 3 weeks? Oh, it's gonna be so good. I thought I was gonna die from holding my breath for so long. Commander, we can't do this the whole time. We're in the forest. It's almost like those poisonous gases are coming from everywhere in here. Enough of your whining, you fools. If we keep practicing, we'll be able to hold our breath for longer and longer periods of time. And soon it won't bother us at all.
Come on.
Oh, it's you. You bore. How dare you address the great Commander Leo in such a dismissive manner? I will accept only Commander Leo or Sir Leo from the likes of you. Adol, the area ahead of us is filled with poisonous gases. If you charge in unprepared, it won't be long before the poison kills you. How are these guys still alive? It's actually kind of impressive. The gases come from holes in the ground scattered all over the Ashen Forest. The best thing to do here is, well, leave it to Free to guide us through safely, I guess. Oh, you're going to make me do all the work? I won't work. I don't work for free, you know. You hear that? Try to go into this part of the forest unprepared and you're liable to wind up dead. You want to catch Garuda, right? Then the best way to do it is going to be follow us. Coming second to you would stain my honor as a soldier. Well, we'll find a way. We should work together. Sometimes cooperation isn't such a bad thing, you know? And as long as we do our part too, all of us are equal. There's no shame in joining forces. Very well, men. If that is your recommendation, then let it not be said. Commander Leo never listens. There we go. I value the proposal of my trusted subordinates. He's just out of ideas, isn't he? Of course he is, but this is the best we're going to get from him, so shh. Did you say something? Nothing at all, sir. Alright then, Adol. Commander Leo, now that everything's settled, how about a handshake in honor of the occasion? Such common familiarity does not benefit a soldier. Oh boy, I'm going to regret getting us into this, aren't I? Probably. Ah. She can cover gas.
Now.
I'll probably be going to about past, by the way. Your boy is absolutely starving. Purification powder. There's another memory over here, apparently. Anyway. Actually, it's two. Happy Piccolo Day, everyone. Excuse you? What? Are we talking like Dragon Ball Piccolo or the instrument, the Piccolo? I'm terribly sorry for surprising you. Your name is Adult Kristen, is it not? I've been searching all over for you. My name is Lisa, and it seems, and I was sent to find you. Consider me an escort. Yes, yes. No, it's only one of them. As I said, he's been handed down in my family for generations. The Green Man, yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I haven't been told of such specific detail. Just kidding, it's a flute. Okay. Well, I assumed when you said Happy Piccolo Day, it could have just been Dragon Ball's anniversary or something, I guess. Yes, there's a town called Highland. Adult, I can tell that you have many questions you'd like me to answer, but we really should be leaving. Could I ask you to come climb onto Soul now? We could talk while we travel. That's my boy! My boy! What was that? Yeah. Grocery Rose +3, let's go. Oh, that's a point. I forgot to shout Obby out. I'll do that now. I suppose I must with Obby. Get the cursed out of the way.
Paired with her gun. Like, I'm almost proud. Like,
Oh,
sad,
this
but
one again.
proud of-
Oh, I thought it was the sound command that goes off during that scene. Thank you, Band. That's okay. I'm always happy to shout out peeps. Golden axe. Oh, that's the one that increases money. I want that. We need all the gold we can fucking get at this point in the game. Alright. Golden axe sounds good. Yeah, it just basically grants you more money. Which isn't a bad thing, to be fair.
Leave everything to me.
God elixir. Lovely. No, 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 wrong person. Okay.
All right.
Michael, leave it to me.
Right, we've never done one of these before.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
I don't know what the red ones are. So this is new. That's the basic outline for our invasion plans of Highland. Incidentally, I have no objections if you wish to finish that Leo off. He's harmless enough, but he's become a nuisance. Would that be wise? We wouldn't want his death to cause any trouble later. Ha! He's heading into dangerous territory. Nothing suspicious about kicking off in a place like that. Precisely. We can accomplish this without anyone suspecting anything. If that's what you wish. Okay. An enemy memory or something?
What?
Present from the Master Vision. Yeah, some delicious looking mushrooms. They brought them to us earlier. Maybe that means they finally accepted us. How about we cook these up tonight so we can build some strength for the upcoming mission? Alright, I suppose we could do that. Cretin, what's the meaning of this? What do you mean? In my younger, poorer days, there was a time where I could afford to eat mountain mushrooms. Thanks to that, I'm something of an expert on them, so I can say with some certainty that these are poisonous mushrooms. Not particularly dangerous ones, however. They wouldn't kill you, just give you a light stomachache. Why would you send us something like that to us? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Way to make it more obvious that you tried to kill him. Well done. Insolent child. Oh. So, the red ones are more about the party, like other people, not myself. Okay. Okay. Well, this is a good point for me to wrap up. Alright. Cool. Oh. If I remember right, Golden Axe is also a decent game.
Rage quit.
I think I played a Golden Axe game.
Finish him.
No! Balls. Yeah. Had one then, that could have been good. There you go, that's to do. Oh. I used to play the original Golden Axe a lot. I think I played it. It sort of sounds familiar anyway. Right, before I end stream, let me turn off the rewards. Thank you for stream. I've been chilling. No worries, Rubes. No worries. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Beardy. Sorry. I'll call you your full title. Right, so now Anthem is off. We need to... That's been added back to the list, so that's good. Next game will be Final Fantasy Adventure, whenever we finish this game. I've turned off the respin, so it can't be respun until we do the next one. Obviously, hopefully we should be alright getting through it. There's been a couple of games where... Well, actually, there's only been one game so far that I've been like, I don't like this, we're not carrying on. So hopefully we won't come across any more, but there is a couple that might be like that within our spin wheel. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow, same time, with some more. Just wait through this ad. We're gonna send the love over to Fry. He's on playing some Elden Ring. So I would very much like to do that. And send him some love, because he deserves it. And Von Fly. Lovely. Stay sexy and, of course, stay groovy. Mr. Gord's obviously reminiscing his mantras in the mirror again. Love to see it. You love to see it. But yeah, as always, if you haven't, don't forget there is, of course, the links. If you want to jump into Discord, where we do movie nights and stuff, or the socials, where I post a lot of bullshit, or past streams, then those are your ways to do it. Fry is an amazing fella, and yeah, I appreciate all of your companies. I'm hoping everyone's enjoying Wise. So, I will catch you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.